perfect situation. Swear the bad news bears for me a bag of temptation.
Sawati Krab. Good morning, guys. Well, it's Tuesday. I actually was going to do something earlier. I had to get up at 6:15 because my mom had to go give blood, and I brought the SVP and was going to do a little video on that, and I forgot to take the memory card out of the Samsung and put it in here, so that didn't work too good. Fail for me. Went to the store. I actually got Dad to go out. He wanted to go to the store and check some things out, and so it was good for him to get out, and he did pretty good. You know, he didn't go through the whole store with us, but you know, he definitely did pretty good. So I had to pick myself up a pre-made sandwich, but I've got some ham. I'm gonna add. The pre-made sandwiches don't have a lot on them, but they're cheaper. So I figured I'd just get one of those, and then I bought some 79-cent package of real thin ham that I'll throw on just to kind of give a little more meat to it. So I'll probably do that for lunch. Because we went out so early, Mom got some breakfast on the way home, so I had breakfast today. I can't remember the last time I even ate breakfast, to be honest with you. I don't usually eat before I do lunch. I'm just not a breakfast person, so that was kind of interesting, kind of a nice change. I had orange juice, and of course orange juice got a lot of sugar in it, but it was a small orange juice, like that big. I hadn't had orange juice in years. Yeah, I can't even really be honest with you. I can't remember the last time I had orange juice. It was alright. It wasn't too bad. But of course it was a lot of sugar first thing in the morning for me, so I'll be careful about that for the rest of the day. I'm going to chat with the fiance hopefully this afternoon, and hopefully I'm going to hear about my e-pipe. We'll see what happens. I've been watching a lot of reviews about things like that and checking things out. I'm going to get to that e-store here that's in town that I found hopefully sometime this week. I still got to go out today and pay for Dad's chair, his weekly payment there, so I gotta go do that. So who knows, maybe I might swing by later, depending on how I'm feeling, how the time situation is, you know. But that's about it so far, guys, so I'll get back at you here once I get something accomplished. Howdy, guys. Well, I had a chat with the fiance, which was good. Now I gotta go make a payment on Dad's chair there. So I think we chatted with the fiance for about an hour and 15 minutes, which was good, especially when it was Valentine's Day. And I'd sent her a card in the mail, and she'd sent me one that we opened, you know, while we were video chatting. So that was good. It's a beautiful day. It's like 75. A couple of clouds rolling in now, but just a gorgeous day out here. But yeah, so I've got to head over and make a payment on Dad's chair. Hopefully the wind noise won't be too bad in here. You guys are on the dash, so hopefully it won't be too bad. And check in with that, get that all taken care of. And I don't really have much more else planned for today. It's pretty a slow day. Still haven't heard about the e-pipe yet, whether or not it's been shipped. I certainly hope it has. I don't know. So it's like a kid at Christmas time, you know. I gotta have a little more patience, but I want it to show up, so I gotta work on that. But yeah, that e-shop in town here, I'm thinking I might go swing by and check that out now and see what they've got there and see what their prices are like. I've done a lot of research on the internet about prices for like e-liquids and stuff like that, so it'd be interesting to see if this place is, you know, close. I mean, you figure in shipping, so if this place is pretty close with the prices, then, you know, it'd be easier to get something local, but if prices are, you know, crazy, then it'd be better to order it online. Just, you know, it might take a little longer to get, but figured I'd check it out anyway, seeing how it's going to be on the road, and I'm going to go out and make this payment thing here, just check it out. Plus, it gets me out of the house. I mean, I've been out, you know, twice today, but I mean, get me out of the house to do something. I mean, you can't always sit in the house. I sit in front of my computer sometimes all day, so it's nice to get out and do something different. I'd had my sandwich that I bought at Sweet Bay, a pre-made one. I had that for lunch. It was pretty good, but between that and actually having a breakfast here, I'm not quite sure I'll probably have another meal. I think I've had enough food for one day. Wow, there's a lot of traffic here today. Hang on. Remember, always have the dash, buddy. I think I got you guys pretty stable up there, so hopefully you don't go flying off. It'd be a bad situation. yeah, what a difference from 2 days ago, temperature-wise. And tomorrow they're saying mid-80s, with the low only down into the 60s. What a difference in a couple of days, I'll tell you. It really felt kind of like winter there for about a day or two. I have switched back into shorts though. Gotta love Florida. Like I said, it's like 75, so it's pretty warm here right now. Oh, come on. There we go. Get out here into the big road. Get on down the road to where I'm going. Fortunately, where I'm going is not that far, and then shoot down to the E shop here. See if they've got anything good, and then I'll head home. And I don't know. I could do a little editing, pre-editing or something. I need to work on a new opener for my videos. I think the other opener I was using for a while, I accidentally deleted. So that's why I think it was 2 or 3 days ago you saw me switch back to the other opener that I made because I lost the other one. So. Is there a parking spot where I need to be? Maybe, kinda, sorta. Oh, there's a Lincoln. A Lincoln with big. Oh god, they gotta be 20-inch wheels on it. God, that looks so stupid. They got like rubber that's all of like an inch thick. Every bump you hit with that thing would be like oh, I can't imagine doing that to a good car that has a good. Alright, look. That has such a good suspension, because you're wasting your money. Why buy a good car with a good suspension if you're gonna put crappy tires and wheels on it? That's just my 2 cents. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna go in and get this done. I'll be back. Hey guys, well I'm home. I went to Buddy's and paid for Dad's chair, and then I went down to that new e-shop that was gonna open up here in Zephyr Hills. And he wasn't open. But I walked in, nice guy. I believe his name is Wayne. He actually has a couple of e-shops, and he's got a website. It's called GatorVapor.com, and this is what the website looks like. As you can see, he's got stuff on there. It's a pretty good looking website. But yeah, it's see if I can zoom in a little. GatorVapor.com. He was just waiting for the building inspector, which came while I was there. Actually, he was having trouble getting his Wi-Fi to work. He's got the same Wi-Fi modem as I do. So, you know, I was telling him that I was, you know, doing research, and that if I'd known he was going to open up a shop, I wouldn't have ordered my pipe online. I would have waited to see what he had. He says, "Oh, you're internet savvy kind of guy." And I was like, "Yeah." He says, "Can't get my router to work." So I was tinkering with his router, and then, you know, a couple other people showed up while he was trying to get this, you know, going. Next couple days they're going to be fully open. I couldn't get it to go. His router doesn't work. I used every password that came with that router, and none of them worked. And that it shouldn't have been that hard to get the router to get online. So there's something wrong with the router. So I said, you know, I'd take it back, get my money back, get another one. I said, because it shouldn't work that hard. Because I got the same one at my house and it works fine. So. And the guy that comes in that's going to be working, there's going to be, it's of course Wayne, but yeah, the guy that's going to be in charge most of the time is Hector. Nice guy. And then there's another guy I guess there's going to be, but Hector and the other guy will be the ones in the store most of the time. And they're vaping away, you know. And we got to talking about it, and really nice guys. And I think he's gonna have a total of like 58 flavors of e-juice. I mean, he's got some amazing flavors. He's gonna carry all the stuff for the mods and some e-cigs. I told him I just ordered my e-pipe. I haven't heard anything about it being delivered yet. I said I'm kind of beginning to wonder a little bit. He says, yeah. He says, what'd you buy it for? And I told him. He says, yeah. He says, I got a couple. He says they don't sell real big. He says I'd have sold it to you for like $15 less. I was like, oh, $15 less, and I could have bought more e-juice. So I said, well, you know, if my e-pipe for some reason doesn't show up, I said I'll come down and buy one for you. But either way, I'm gonna come back and buy some e-juice. I said, because, you know, I mentioned that I had the YouTube channel, and that, you know, a lot of my subscribers, you know, they're waiting to see a review of the e-pipe, and then they want to know the flavors and stuff, the e-juice. And he says, oh yeah, really? He says you got a big channel? And I said, yeah, you know, I'm closing on 700 subscribers. I'm doing okay. So he's like, hey, he says, you know, we get you some flavors that you could do a review for it. I said, I'd love to do some reviews on your flavors. He has his flavors especially made. He's not buying like flavors from China or something. He's actually having somebody make his flavors. And he had a couple there. He had a mango one. Smelled so good. I mean, it was unbelievable. Had one that was a spearmint, just like Wrigley spearmint gum. I mean, you'd have thought it was gum from the smell. Unbelievable. And then he had a bubblegum one. Oh my god. It smelled just like the bubblegum I used to have as a kid. His flavors are amazing. You can tell he's not buying these from China. Not that Chinese ones are bad per se, but he's getting his made and they, unbelievable. And of course, you know, they were vaping while I'm there and I was like, oh, I wish I was doing that. If I had just waited another week, I could have, you know, bought my pipe from him and saved myself $15, not to mention the thing. But he sells the cartridges that fit my pipe. He's got plenty of those, he said. And of course, he's got, you know, tons of e-juices that I can choose from to try out. So, and then, of course, if I want to get a mod or like a pen that you could take with you, it won't vape quite as well as a pipe because the pipe has a much bigger battery. The size of the battery and how much e-juice you can hold is what gives you the most, you know, that look of smoke. And the pipe one that I ordered, of course, has got one of the biggest atomizers ever used, and it's got a huge battery, and that atomizer and juice and battery all together give you a lot of vapor, which is one of the reasons pipe smokers smoke pipes, because you get a lot more smoke. With the e-pipe, it's vapor. But he's got a, you know, he's going to sell the pens and stuff like that, and those would be more easy to take with you to places because you can't always take a pipe everywhere, but you can smoke these anywhere. And he was telling me he goes to Chili's and he goes to restaurants, and you know, he's got his little mod that he's smoking, and people, you know, look at him odd until they realize it's not cigarettes. It's just this vapor. It's water vapor, and so he's, you know, and he's got a lot of smokers that turn to it because, you know, it eliminates all that crap. You know, it's just nicotine, water, and flavor, basically. And you can eliminate the nicotine if you want. So he says you'd be surprised how many smokers get into it. And then they, you know, now they can smoke that, you know, that vape that anywhere they want. Because it's not tobacco, it's not lit, so it's not, you know, it doesn't go against the tobacco laws, which makes perfect sense to me. I don't know why you'd smoke cigarettes if you could do the e-ones. But so it was a great bunch of guys. Looks like it's going to be a good place. I will certainly be doing some reviews from the e-juices, and I might get a couple mods or something there that I will do. But they were real excited about, you know, getting some e-juices out there on the channel, so looks like I might have a good hookup for that, which is great because, I mean, you can find a lot of stuff online, but having it local is even better. So who knows, I might even get in there and make a video of the actual shop, so that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, they were both, Wayne and Hector were very excited about doing the videos, so they said, you know, if my pipe didn't show up, they'd give me the pipe that I need, but even if it did, they'd have all kinds of flavors. So either way you look at it, if my e-pipe doesn't come that I ordered, I'll just cancel that order and take that money and buy one here. But if it does come, I can get cartridges and all kinds of stuff. So like I said, it's called GatorVapor.com, and it looks like it's going to be a good company. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I will definitely keep you guys filled in on that. That looks like that's going to pan out pretty good. A lot of you guys were sending me requests about that and wanting to know, you know, what kind of flavors. He's also got regular flavors if you're in tobacco. He actually had Marble Red flavor, but he's also got one called a, what is it? I want to say it's a red and black. I think he called it red and black tobacco. But what it's designed is for pipe smokers, which I was like, dude, really? He says, yeah. He says, this is the one we used to sell when we sold a lot of the electronic pipes. As everybody knows, e-pipes are not as popular as like e-cigarettes, or now mods have become the big thing that don't look like cigarettes. Still does the same thing as a pipe or a cigarette, but they just don't look like anything. You know, they're boxes, they're round, they're square, whatever. Yeah, he says, you know, people like that. Even people who, you know, don't smoke pipes per se kind of like it. So I'd definitely try that flavor as well. Plus he had cola, and he had pancakes, and he had cake, and oh my god, there's all kinds of flavors. So I was there for an hour and a half. I didn't even realize that. My mom called me and wanted to know where it was. I didn't even realize I'd been there for an hour and a half. Can you imagine how long I'd be there if they'd had the place all set up? Crazy. So anyway, I will let you know about that. Hopefully you guys are having a good week. Everything's going well. I will also put a link to GatorVapor.com down below just to make it easy for you. So you can just click on the link. Of course, a link to my fiance and any new subscribers that I got. And of course, a list of some really good people you should check out as well. So yeah, thanks for looking up, guys. Hopefully I'll be doing some e-reviews here for you. And I know a lot of you guys have sent me PMs and stuff and commented that you're really interested in that. So I will certainly bring some more of that to you. Alright, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and hopefully you're having a great day, and thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, we'll see you come later.